So I would like to take a moment to just go over what my living situation is right now, because I'm moving soon, and this day cannot come soon enough. First of all, you may hear a little bit of water dripping. That is my bathroom light fixture is leaking, which is obviously very, very safe. That is like a great thing to be happening right now. And yeah, it's been doing that lately. For probably the past like few months on and off, it's been doing that. It also fried that circuit there, and hopefully not my fancy Japanese toilet that I've got there, which is likely to be the case. So yeah, that's going on. If we take a moment to like look outside here, you see all that greenery? That is Japanese knotweed. I looked at a forum online, how to get rid of Japanese knotweed, because I thought maybe I would do it. And the number one suggestion was move, because this stuff is incredibly invasive, and even if you like cut it all down, it will actually, even if like put a tarp over it, it will grow into the ground instead. It will grow roots straight down into the depths of hell. Just like keep going and going and going until like, you pull and it breaks, and then it just regrows again. So yeah, I was told I could actually go out into this yard. I could like hang out in this yard if I cleared it all out. So I cleared it all out, and then a few days later it all grew back, like almost just as high. You can't see it because of that knotweed there, but there's also a hole in the fence, and that neighbor over there lets his dog every single day poop in the yard. And I've tried to use deterrents, I've tried to complain, nothing helps. That dog just keeps going, so I'd have to like take him to court to do something about that. Direct your attention to my other neighbor next door. They blast music on the weekends. It's 1 a.m. I can't wait until I move. In the building, there is another neighbor on behind this wall. Well, not behind this wall, because that's, you know, this lovely thing is behind this wall. Behind this wall, there is another apartment in this building, and that neighbor likes to blast doo-wop music. So he'll blast it also through the night. So I'll sometimes have doo-wop music blasting here, and different like Latin music blasting over here. And you know what? They do not go together. That is not a fusion of music that I care to listen to. Yeah, so that's going on. And he also will throw garbage into the yard. He'll throw like peanut shells. Like, so I went out there and I saw like by his window, there's just like a gigantic mountain of peanut shells from him like throwing them out the window for the past like 30 years. So yeah, and there's like garbage like all throughout here because the upstairs neighbors, I've caught them just like throwing stuff into that yard, including cigarette butts. Like there's an old lady upstairs with a hole in her throat, and she just sits on her balcony, or not balcony, at her window, and you know I don't have a balcony in this building, but she'll just like sit and like smoke, maybe through a little hole in her throat, which is really tragic, and then flicks them just like into the yard, which is a fire hazard. But yeah, bunch of cigarettes out there, as well as other trash. I've caught the neighbors here actually taking actual garbage and just throwing it into the yard, and I yelled at them. They're just like, they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, well, obviously we're gonna throw garbage in there. That's the dump. So people just like have been like, that's just the backyard. There's more I can complain about the backyard, but yeah. And here's my little apartment. You can see I'm moving, so there's like crap everywhere. But there's my cat. Hi. She's ready to move. She can't take it anymore. So the upstairs neighbors, you direct your attention to the ceiling. So directly above me, there are more neighbors who I have like actually heard them beating somebody up. There's a woman up there who is like insane, and I caught her just like beating the shit out of some person. I woke up, and before I can even go out to like help them myself, someone from outside who was like walking by heard them screaming and came in to like save the day. And that's happened like 2 times. I've been here for 5 years. I've caught the people upstairs or heard the people upstairs like actually physically beating somebody twice. And it's a woman. It's like a probably like a late 30s woman, but she's like actually crazy. So there is that. If you go into the hallway, I've seen as many as 3 bicycles in that little narrow hallway. I have this bike here, which I keep inside my apartment, and I would have to move the other bikes in order just to get down that hallway, because there'll literally be 3 in the hallway at any given time. One of the bikes was a city bike, which are like a rental bike that you swipe your card and you can take a bike out. So it's like not even trying to hide the fact that those bikes are stolen. Besides the dog that poops outside there is a cat that another neighbor has, and that cat is allowed to poop in the hallway. So I'm going to be like walking down through that hallway, sometimes like with a bicycle trying to go outside, navigating around cat crap, because they'll actually do it right outside my door, because I think the cat smells my adorable cat here, who is, she poops in that box over there, like a normal cat, but the people upstairs, they poop outside my door sometimes. Not the people upstairs, maybe they do. The cat upstairs poops outside my door. What else can I complain about this place? Besides the building itself, I'm just like in an area that is far from public transportation, hence the bike. So I'm like, if I want to take the subway, like in the winter time, I need to walk for 10 minutes to get to the nearest train, and that train is now going out of service. So it's as construction like all the time. So in that case, I have to walk to another train, which is about 20, like about a 20-minute walk, a little over a mile, and that one is going to be going out of service for an entire year. So I'm not going to be able to get anywhere. So I think I'm moving just in time. The place I'm moving to is, I'm not sure. Maybe it's going to be worse than this place, but I find that hard to believe. And it does have 5 train lines that are nearby. So even if, 4 train lines go down, I'll still have 1. And there's also a lot of buses and stuff there. So I think that's not going to be a problem anymore. Is the place going to be like leaking and having people like killing each other and animals and like horrible like triffids outside and stuff like that? I kind of doubt it. So yeah, I'm moving, and that day cannot come soon enough. I'm going to be moving probably within the next few days if I don't get electrocuted. If I can manage to survive the next 5 days, I am not going to be here anymore, and I cannot wait for that. Alright, bye!